Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder. Welcome to Overboard, a game that literally came out of nowhere. This is from the same team that made 80 Days, which was fantastic, and until a few days ago, no one knew this existed. There was no trailer, no pre-announce, they just sort of dropped it out of nowhere, which is great, because 80 Days was great, and this sounds fantastic, because this is a whodunit with a twist, which is you start the game knowing who done it, because you done it. In this game, you're not solving a murder, you're covering one up. Midnight, July the 3rd, 1935, bound for New York on the SS Hook, and the Villancies have departed for America, oh dear. Mrs. Villancy does not look so happy in the photo there. The pair, once dubbed a charmed couple, are now rumoured to be in dire financial straits after a string of poor investments. Well, it sure is lucky that I took out that life insurance policy on my husband that I assume I just did.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I. I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them.
And I'm guessing there were not dolphins.
So I grabbed him by the belt.
And here we go.
And I threw him overboard.
So there we go. We got ourselves one dead husband, but now we've got to get away with it. Okay, it's the following morning. Malcolm, darling, I had the strangest dream. Malcolm? Oh, right. It's 8:06 in the morning, and I've actually killed him. Though, possibly I might have been, like, you know, a bit hazy at the time. And I've killed my husband. Good morning. Is everything alright? What should I say? So, okay. I need to make sure what I say makes sense. Don't yell, don't come in. That's a bit suspicious. But it would be perfectly reasonable to say, hey, who's there? If someone knocks on the door. So, okay. Who's it going to be? The steward. Okay, that's reasonable. I'm going to say, come in. That's fine. Alright, because I don't want to act suspicious and time is passing by. Thank you, Mom. Captain says we pull into Liberty Island at 4 PM. Your husband's already up, is he? And, oh, well, obviously, no, I have to know one or the other. Either I say he's taken a bath, in which case I've just confirmed he's in my cabin right now, when he's not. That's a lie. The better option would be, well, of course, presumably, he just got up before I did. That's less of a difficult lie to, you know, maintain. So, yes, of course he is. And last chance for some fresh air. I assume so. So, okay, I've seen Malcolm this morning. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But, okay, never mind. It's fine. Breakfast is being served only until 9. I've overslept. So, okay. Time ticks by very slowly in menus. It ticks by faster when you're doing stuff, like conversations. So, I'll wait here. Thank you. One more thing. What else could I do with you, potentially? Because, costume or something. No! No, no, no. Bad idea. My husband slept in the bath. Okay, that's interesting. Don't cosh him. That's fine. You can just go, actually. Very good. Off you pop. So, okay. Breakfast before 9. I should try and get to that, because otherwise I'm breaking my usual routine. Be calm, act natural. So, okay. Can adjust text animation if I want to. Look around the cabin. I've got some time. I better make sure my story checks out. So, okay. The beds. So, I fell asleep on the chaise last night, so no one slept in there. Uh-oh. Did he see that? Scrumple the sheets. But, yes. Oh dear. The steward might have seen the bed was clearly not rumpled. Okay, I've already fluffed this. I'm going to be arrested for sure. Don't bother stretching out or falling asleep. Bad idea. Get up. That's fine. Next up, the bathroom. Okay, so glimpse of my reflection in the bathroom mirror. And I look quickly away. Oh, the guilt. The guilt. But, bottle of tablets. Okay. Examine them nice and fast, please. Strong sleeping tablets. And, okay. Check the label. And severe insomnia as a result of mental distress. Drowsiness, short-term memory loss, irritability, aggressive outbursts. Oh, I may have just killed my husband in a drug-fueled craze. Dear flippin' dear. So, okay. Take them. We might be able to plant them on somebody else. Leave the bathroom. I've now got a bottle of sleeping tablets. Now, time to go. Need to make it to breakfast in time for, you know, breakfast. They said 9 o'clock. So, restaurant and... Oh, blimey. Literally only just. Alright, well, I'm going to be annoying. That's going to annoy the waitstaff if I show up at 1 minute before closing time and demand breakfast. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, okay. Act normal, go to breakfast. So it's now 8:59, less than 8 hours from Liberty Island. So I need things like alibi and to make someone else suspicious before 4 PM. Good, 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 good. So, I don't know who Clarissa is. Let's get to know her. Oh, we don't look like we like each other, to be honest. 20-something from Connecticut. Malcolm found her. Ooh, riveting. Okay, so we should frame her, potentially. Then again, if it's known we didn't like her, best we get to know her. Alright, let's just sit with her, nice and quick. May I join you? Oh my god, you're a ghoul, aren't you? Excuse me? That's a bit much. I know what you did to him. Ooh, this is interesting. Alright, let's get to the point here. You're talking about Malcolm. You never loved him. Not like I did. Okay. Now, we could pin it on her, potentially, because what if, say, she killed him out of a jealous rage that she could never be with him? That sort of works as an alibi. Well, not an alibi. That's not what an alibi is, John. Oh, God, I'm so bad at avoiding being tossed in prison for murder. Okay. I could follow up with Clarissa. That's nice and close by, so if I go somewhere else, like if I go all the way to the bridge, it's going to take me till, yeah, 9:27 to get there. Here, I can just step immediately by the Luxie of it, whereas 9:24 or the chapel, 9:36. Okay, so let's follow up with Clarissa here. This belongs to the Major and Miss Clarissa Turpentine. So, okay, let's start off with the Major. Knock. Don't do anything too suspicious. And good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. And he salutes. Okay. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week. Don't believe we've had the pleasure. Okay, so the Major doesn't really know who I am, or, well, maybe he knows my husband. I don't know. So, okay, please, I need your help. No, nothing too suspicious. Just introduce yourself. So I'm Veronica. That's lovely. Know who you are. Chaps talk about their wives. Aha! So you knew my husband, though. Ooh. Apparently my husband didn't like me. Interesting. Well, I didn't like him either, to be honest, so that's fair. That's absolutely fine. What did he say? I fear I may prove rather more discreet than your husband was. My apologies. Okay, so my husband may have been gossiping to this guy, but I never really met him. Could make some conversation. Let's see what I can do. Were you happy as a soldier? How long were you in the army? Yeah, when was the last time you saw Malcolm? Just so we can come up with a timeline of events. Not today, I think. Have you seen him in the smoking room? Okay, Malcolm plays cards with you. Yes, let's start putting some stuff together here. And, okay, that's fine. Yes, he plays cards. Between you and me, he's not very good at it. You must find him a new hobby. Well, we do know there were some financial troubles. And, okay, no time to learn. Nothing you'll be playing again. No, don't say ominous things. Bad call. I'll just keep that in mind. And for the time being, yes, we're going to say officially, somewhere between him getting up at maybe 8:30 and now I've lost track of him. Okay, that's going to be my version of events. I saw him in the morning, he left the room, I haven't seen him since. Alright, and since then, Clarissa has been seen acting erratically. So okay, this is all going to work. I'm afraid he's gone missing. This is all very concerning. On a boat, what a strange thing. He went missing overnight. I didn't specifically say that. I just said he's gone missing before this point. But okay. He's locked the door. Clarissa, let's speak to her. Listen, first up. And plenty of sobbing. Ripping something up. Interesting. We might need to break into that room later. So knock on the door. Go away, and you're going to want to talk to me, potentially. Are you threatening me? Oh, okay. You witch, I never want to see you again. He was my husband, not yours. Yes, okay. If I have this loud conversation right here, the Major's going to overhear it. Okay, I don't know whether that's a thing. Might be a thing. Alright, if I yell something like this, then the Major's going to hear it, and then later, it's going to be reported that yes, this woman might have been after my husband, and if he rejected her because he was such a good, loving husband to me, she killed him. So you do know... Oh, Clarissa knows Malcolm is dead. Okay, Malcolm isn't dead, because I don't think that's true. He's just missing. He is, I know he is, and with him dies every star in the sky. Oh, that's bloody dramatic. Look, what have you seen that makes you think he's dead? Okay, she's not letting me in, but... How much does she know? Okay, leave. Leave. Let's get out of here. We need to go and find somebody else. Whether that's gonna work or not, I don't know. Okay, is that the Major? Okay, the Major's down over there. He's no longer here. Let's try forward cabins. Yeah, that's 10:30. Upstairs will be a bit slower. Okay, forward cabins. That's Lady H and Mr. Carstairs. Who logically is up here? It was dark. Yes, probably best we go and investigate the crime scene. So, it's 10:30. Is anyone else up here? Or do I have the place to myself for now? Okay, Lady H swans by. Veronica, you look awful. Yes, my husband is missing. That's why I look awful. I'm really worried. Haven't seen him since... No! That's not what... Well, it's not what the steward believes. Okay, most people believe he went missing overnight. That's fine. Boring and reliable. Have you seen him? I'm not joking. Okay, I'm not joking. Let's make things serious here. Don't fret. I'm sure he's just been taking in the air. By the way, one lady to another. Did you know you've only got one earring on the left there? Okay, need to discover the other earring. Right. Dear flipping dear. My earring, you're right, or maybe it's fashionable. Probably can't get away with that one. Let's pretend Malcolm will be furious because he's not dead, you see. And he's going to be livid. You poor dear. Toodles, oh look, up there on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? Okay, so, in theory, could he see us down here? And, oh yes, there's an excellent view. Right. Now, the problem is... Well, it was dark at the time, so... Okay, you need to go. You need to naff off and... do I have a bit of a thing for the captain? Possibly I do. Okay. Check the deck. Need to find the earring. So, no evidence of that here. But, wherever it's found, that potentially puts me somewhere last night. Check the rail as well. And... I could drop the other earring, but that wouldn't really help me in any way. New York is in sight. Are you sure? We seem quite a long way away from it, but then again, boats aren't that fast, so... Okay. I can dump stuff here, if need be. Time to go below. Alright. Back over here. The bridge. Yes, we need to go speak to the bridge officer. He was on the bridge a matter of minutes ago, so we're down to 5 hours from Liberty Island, and there is an inconsistency with what the steward believes and everyone else. So, oh dear. Please, Mom, I can't let you in. Right, where's the commander? And he inspects the engines between 11 and 1200. Okay, well that's no good. Who was on duty last night? Me, Mom. Why do you want to know about me? Okay. And I want to know who was steering precisely. I wasn't piloting. The commander was on the night shift. Okay. Anders. If anyone saw something, he did. So... maybe I could seduce my way in, but it might be better to go to the... Oh, I won't be allowed in the engine room either. Because, yes, I have to only go where I'm allowed to go. I'm going to knock again. So, and do you like being a sailor? I want to try steering the ship. Could I seduce you, by any chance? And, okay, how old are you, boy? 23. And, okay, that's not flying. Let's go back down. I don't think we can seduce this lad. Wait for Anders to come back, because I can't get down to the engine room. Who's in the restaurant, by the way? Lady H is right there. That is Lady H and Mr. Carstairs. There might be a priest as well. Let's catch Mr. Carstairs, make sure we've got the full set. By the time we get to noon, we should be able to go and speak to Anders up top. See if he, saw anything. Right now, I think Clarissa is still my best bet. So, we know Lady H is over in the breakfast room. Let's try the Carstairs. Give a knock. Don't do anything too suspicious just yet. No answer. No, nobody's here, which is unfortunate. Right, leave. It's now 12, and yes, get back up to the bridge. Anders should be back at this point. So, come on, Anders. There we go. There's Anders. So, the red key is no longer on the hook inside the bridge. So, okay, he might have it on him. Wave to Anders. Commander. Veronica, come on in. Aha! He does let me in. There are several duty officers about. Okay, we can't kill him. That's not gonna fly. I am fine. Absolutely fine. Have you been up here before? I don't actually think I have. No. Very impressive view. Okay, he can see the upper deck, but if he saw me commit murder, he's being very calm about it. So, the Carstairs are taking a stroll, calculating his winnings. He's a ferocious card player, you know. Okay, so the Major, Mr. Carstairs, and my ex-husband probably all gambled together. So, I was on watch here last night. Oh yes, let's not say anything too leading. That's right, quiet night, light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. Mr. Anders, my friend. Feel like I've known you for a long time. We're old souls, Veronica. That must be it. Are you trying to tell me something? You and your husband like to take the air at night. But did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. Okay, Lady Armstrong might have seen something. Why are you being nice to me? Why are you covering up a murder, potentially, for me? Was she alone, by any chance? The deck was well attended last night, as I recall. A few key characters on our little stage. Oh. Right. So, potentially I decided to commit a murder on a crowded deck. Bad call. Let's talk about that key. It's not on the hook anymore. I've got it safe, Veronica. Don't you worry about it. Okay, pats his trouser pockets. Any chance I could borrow it for a minute? Don't think that's a good idea. It's more than my job is worth to give that to a passenger. Okay, even one as charming as you. Not even for me. Not even for you. Right, oh dear. You don't seem too interested in turning me into the police, so that's interesting. Time to, yes, naff off, actually. Let's leave him behind for the time being. The only room I've not been to is the chapel, which is going to take me a while to get to, unfortunately. Alternatively, we have got Carstairs and Mr. Singh. Now, I've not really got any ability to pin it on anybody just yet. Right now, we're just saying, it's an accident. He fell overboard. Nothing else, so aha! Veronica, I was hoping to catch you. Are you looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it on the upper deck this morning. Showed it to the Major here. He jolly well diagnosed it. Okay. So the Major knows about the diamond. Everybody knows I was up on the top deck last night. So, yes indeed, it is my earring. The other is apparently in my pocket. I took it off after I was, caught out by Lady H. Oh dear. The other's in my pocket, so you should hang them on your ears. Won't do any good in your pocket, will it? And, yes, they keep falling out on a regular basis. That's reasonable. So, there we go. I suppose you must have been up there last night, then. Ooh. I could play a bit dumb and say, no, yesterday afternoon, potentially. Then again, the captain saw me. There's no crime about going up to the top deck for some air. Alright, I was up there. That's fine. That's not suspicious. Carstairs knows I was on the deck last night. That's fine. You said you found it on the upper deck. Okay. No, don't say that. That's very peculiar. Have been... No, don't say that! Oh dear. Maybe I lost it yesterday. Storms and high winds yesterday would have washed right over. Ah, well, we'll never know. Oh, this is highly suspicious. Okay, have you spoken to Lady H this fine morning? Yes, I did. I did earlier. Did she tell you her theory? No, she didn't. What would that be? And Lady Armstrong told me this morning she is quite certain, convinced in fact, the boat is sinking. I mean, if everybody dies and the boat sinks, that's one solution. I mean, that's one way of knowing for certain there's no bloody witnesses. She heard something fall off the boat. She assumes it was part of the hull. Oh. Okay, so... Right. You seem very calm about this. I'm assuming you're not taking it too seriously. Yes, you're a skeptic. I've yet to observe any alarm among the officers. Who knows? Maybe they're covering it up. What do you think? And I don't think it sounds very likely. Alright, agree with the Major. And do I want to take a seat? Let's take a seat just for a moment. Let's see if Carstairs has got anything else to say. So... You're single, take your card seriously. Yes, because you might have played with my husband. It's what I'm best at. You can't treat your gifts lightly. Have to get what you can get in this world. Where's your husband? I haven't seen him, but let's keep it vague, please. Let's keep it flipping vague. My husband loves cards. Yes, let's bring this on to my husband. We've played a few rounds. You should maybe encourage him to play less, however. Oh, you've taken a fair whack of money, haven't you? Yes. Why is that? I don't like to break a chap's confidence. Okay, he's run up debts playing cards against this lad. Okay, 2:10 in the afternoon. Only place we haven't been to yet is the chapel. We'd probably best, you know, just pop in there. I'm on the right deck, so yeah, it's fast to get there. We're getting close. So a small chapel. Bow my head. Our Father who art in heaven, and hallowed be thy name. This feels like a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Something, heaven. That's what you've got. This is schoolgirl stuff. Okay, the crucifix is grilling me on the fact I don't know the Lord's Prayer. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so I've done some sinning. I'm fully aware of what you've done, young lady, obviously. What I'm not sure about is what the living Christ do you think I could do about it? How do I get a pass key? Are you a source of hints? I absolutely hate to think what you do with a pass key, but how do I get one? Just out of interest. Anders likes you. Probably would let his guard down around you if you kept him busy enough. Okay. Sleeping pills. Yes, what could we do with them for sleeping? But also your contemporaries have some pretty fixed ideas about mental health, so strong sleeping pills look bad for whoever they land on. Okay, interesting. We need to find a way to seduce Anders right now. Okay, we need to get this key, get down to Clarissa, get into her room, knock her the flip out, plant some evidence, maybe dump her overboard too. Just got a call. We need to in the restaurant right now. Okay, I have things I need to do, actually. You're out of time, Veronica. Please, I don't want to drag you. Uh-oh. I suspect someone was secretly a detective. And now there's about to be trouble. So, my husband's missing. Don't be hysterical. He's missing since last night. He was with me. Okay, this is where all my lies catch up with me. Like, really fast. Because I told the steward I'd seen him in the morning. Now, I never explicitly said I hadn't seen him first thing this morning. So, then why, pray, did you tell me he was missing since last night? Not only that, the bed in your cabin hadn't been slept in. I saw this for myself. Okay, perhaps you slept on the chaise, but he did not. Okay, I feel like this hasn't gone desperately well. The point is, something has become of my husband. What has happened? I'll tell you what happened. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night, he fell past the window as I looked out. So in which case, why didn't you tell anybody? Okay, why wouldn't you tell me? I wanted to believe it wasn't true. I was in shock because I loved him. There, I said it. Excuse me. I saw you on the deck with your husband last night. The captain was on the bridge. There's a good view of the upper deck. I saw her quite clearly. And I saw something fall off the ship. I'm sorry, Veronica, but it's the truth. The truth always comes out. Okay, Anders turned to me in. I should have seduced him more. Okay, this is not going desperately well. Okay, it's kind of true. Damn you, Anders. You're a liability, Veronica. You should be behind bars. Okay, so this hasn't gone desperately well. So, I'm in the slammer, but, as you may have noticed, this all happens rather quickly. So, you get to do this over and over again, and try and figure out how to make it work a bit better than, you know, what just happened. So, okay, this time, let's get our ducks in a row. I'm going to say don't come in, because maybe I'm not dressed. That's reasonable. Okay, of course not, Mom. Wouldn't dream of it. Captain says we put in. Breakfast is still being served. So, okay. At this point, that's fine. Do not specify whether or not my husband is in here. Okay, let's keep things nice and vague. Alright, thank you. Let's be on our way. Good. So at this point, nobody knows anything. Okay, so still look around the cabin. Those pills might still be useful. Now, as for the bed, that still needs fixing. Okay, well. Okay, no, it still needs fixing regardless. Because now, no one knows I slept on the chaise. So, even if my husband was already missing, no matter what way I choose to go, the bed still needs to have been slept in by me. It being messed up is the best option. So, scrumple that. That's fine. Get over to the bathroom. Grab some pills, nice and fast. So there we go. Just pocket them immediately. Though having them on me might be a bad idea. Leave the bathroom. That's all fine. Check the desk nice and fast. So cast iron paperweight in the shape of a dolphin. Ugly thing. I hate dolphins. I could just pick it up. Okay, it's horribly heavy. Ooh. Interesting. What if I was to batter someone with that and I could steal it too? Okay, I could leave that in someone's room as incriminating evidence. So, drop it out the porthole, put it down. Why would I drop it out the porthole? Well, I know what's-her-face. Clarissa is, like, in a room below me. She might see that happening. I'm going to steal it. So, okay, I'm now just piling large amounts of clothing. Okay, this is fascinating. Right now, nobody knows he's missing. Aside from the fact, Clarissa, if things are consistent, saw him fall past the porthole. But that could be her story. Get up to the upper deck right now. Is that Anders up there? And no, that's Carstairs, who probably just found the earring. So maybe if I was to leave this room immediately, like not bother sorting out my room at all, I could get to the earring before he does. Okay, you see the strangest things from up here. And is that so? Like what? Like just now, someone was throwing a whole man's outfit out of a porthole. Okay, okay, so this is going to take a bit of explaining. It was Clarissa! Are you up here looking for a diamond, by any chance? Found it lying here on the deck. There we go. Lucky thing I did. Might have flopped back into the sea. And there we go. Yes, indeed. He found the lost earring. Do I have one diamond earring worn? Okay, goodness you're right. Not my earring. Malcolm would be furious. Okay. I can't deny I was on the deck. Because the captain saw it. Though the captain might back me up under the right circumstances. I'm going to accept that was mine. And get the pair. So, hadn't realised it was missing. You should be more careful, old fruit. There we go. I've now got a pair of earrings. Lovely. So, I didn't drop it here. What if instead I say somebody tried to steal it? I feel like this is opening up a big kettle of fish I shouldn't be opening up, but screw it. I didn't drop it here. Haven't been up here at all. How curious. I wonder how the dickens it got here. Okay, a thief. Yes, let's say there's a thief aboard. Okay, better take twice as much care over those diamonds then. Shall we take a turn around the deck? And just out of interest, if we... Oh, the captain would definitely know. Then again, this guy... No, he believes the thief story for now. Let's take a turn around the deck. So, do you trust the Major? Let's learn about the Major. And the old Major, I do rather. He's got his own code of honour, but he does have it. Your husband tried to cheat the numbers when adding up the ledger one night. Old Fanfare dashed the pencil from his hand with his stick. Okay. My husband tried to cheat at cards with Carstairs. And where's my husband? Okay. Now, if I say I've not seen him since last night, that's more reasonable. I have not said to anybody that he was, yes, only around in the morning. Alright, I don't know. Maybe he didn't make it back to bed last night. Maybe, after getting drunk and losing at cards, there was some altercation involving the thief, which, like, you know, involved something earrings. I've not seen him since last night. Let's go have a chat to Anders, because I might already be having an affair with Anders, and my husband might already be having an affair with Clarissa. So wave to him, he'll let me inside. Come on in. Lovely. Few duty officers about. Now, I know between 11 and 12, he's going to be missing. If I just happened to still be on the bridge when he has to go, well, he actually takes the key with him at that point, I think. So, okay. At that point, I don't know whether I can go and get him or not. So, yes, I'm anxious to arrive before I, like, you know, tie myself in any more knots or toss any more possessions out of the bloody boat. So we'll be there soon enough. Have you been up here before? Any chance I could try out the wheel? Sure thing. We could head for Cuba, maybe. It's that way. Okay, that just sounds lovely. I'll hold it. You hold my arms. Yes, here we go. Left, left, left. There we go. Treat her kindly. She'll keep you steady. Dolphins off the port bow. Okay, I'm having a lovely time. So, dolphins eat their own babies. Okay, maybe don't bring that up. That's a bit weird. It's fine. We're off the port bow. Port is that way. They've gone now. Stunning creatures. Live in families. Never a cross word. Why is somebody speaking in extremely dramatic speech bubbles right now? I don't know. Also, don't attack the dolphins. Okay, apparently we hate dolphins. So they're always laughing. If you say so, here goes. Hard to port some more. Over she goes. Not all the way over, if you please. And for a moment, everything seems pure and simple and true. Okay, so I'm definitely having an affair with the captain. But I was getting so good at it, let's just keep flirting with him. I'm glad you think so. Do you know I was on watch here last night? And what did you say? Because it seems like me and him are flirty. Good visibility. Okay, me and him are definitely doing it. But, for the time being, yeah, as long as I don't tie myself in too many knots, he'll support me. So, yes, you saw something potentially. And you and your husband taking a stroll. And you're not the only ones who do that. Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, Lady Armstrong would be the best candidate to have done it. And the pills. The pills specifically say on them they cause, you know, a big burst of anger and violent outbursts. And yeah, when I was speaking to God down in the chapel, he was saying people in this point in history are going to be very dismissive and ill-informed about mental health. So put the pills in her room. Lady Armstrong. Okay, this is the solution. This is all very interesting. Right, what's that key right there? It's my pass key. Why? And I should get one of those. Could I borrow it? Come on. We just flirted like crazy. Even one as charming as you. No, dear oh dear. Which pocket was that by any chance? And, oh, not that one. Veronica. Oh dear, but there's something in here. Oh, okay. We're possibly getting a bit explicit with the flirting. And, well, yes, there is. It's a bit big to be a key, actually. Okay, so this is fascinating. But now I can get in all the rooms. So I rather enjoyed it myself. Lovely. So, okay, just go and basically, give him a bit of a, you know, little, jibbly-jibbit in front of his own crew members on the bridge, and he's 100% up for giving me the key. Marvellous. I think I need to go. So, okay, this is all lovely. But now I've got a key. So, for the next 45 minutes, my lover and potential accomplice is not on the bridge. So, the best thing we can do right now is probably take this pass key and check all the rooms. Carstairs. I know he's not here. Use the pass key. And the bolt inside is... There's someone inside. Okay, and I thought I heard a woman's voice. Ooh. There might be... Listen for a second. Nothing. Okay, I don't want to give my position away just yet. But... There's potentially another person on this boat who's not supposed to be there. Okay. Lady H. And, yeah, she right now is somewhere else. Door opens easily. Here we go. Little medicines, stacks of books, glass for her teeth. Okay, check the drawers. And a few personal things. Nothing major. Nothing obvious. Okay. Leave for a second here. And now, still nobody here. You guys haven't come back to your rooms yet. Alright. And I can be there by 12:15. The captain is now back up in the big old lookout box, McGibble, so that's fine. Now sobbing at nearby. The major store. Use the pass key. There we go. Very untidy. And now just check everything. Little notebook tied up with string. Untied that. Diary perhaps. And observations. Writing is minuscule. Okay, read a random entry here. Rufus Armour Mus. Who? Italian, untidy beard, persistent gambler, constantly eating sausages, drunk. Okay, character assassination book. Interesting. Can I look people up? A to Z. Ooh. Okay. Is it first name or last name? Do we have Clarissa in here? Yes, Clarissa. Here we go. Wealthy, lacks grace, deeply stupid, prone to unhappiness, believes herself central. Okay, tie this back up for the time being. This might be a good way of turning somebody against the Major. Pocket that. No reason to believe, yes, anyone's going to know it was me. Aside from the captain, who I'm, you know, gibbly-gibbeting him, so that's fine. So the jacket, nothing there. Step outside. Okay. Clarissa, I need to plant some evidence here. And the problem we've got here is... You just spend the rest of the trip in your room. I need to lure her out. Meet me on the upper deck. That would work. Yes. Why? And do it for Malcolm for your own good. It's important. Keep it vague. I asked her to meet me on the upper deck. Okay, duck out of sight for a second. And... Okay, there we go. Now, use the pass key. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. So, I could drop an earring. Oh, hang on. If I drop an earring, then... Would that be a good idea? I mean, that would, you know, position her as the thief. Yes, drop an earring right now. And also, on the nightstand, I want to put the sleeping pills. She's now a thief. And also, she's taking medicine. What a mad person. So, okay. That's going to incriminate her pretty heavily. Check the book. And The Greater Britain by Oswald. Oh! Oswald Mosley. Right, one of Malcolm's nasty little books. Oh dear. Right. It would appear that both my husband and her were into some very dodgy stuff, potentially. Do I want to leave it here or pocket it? Having it on my person might not be a good idea. No, leave it here. That's absolutely fine. Leave the room. Now, locked. Do I want to go up and confront her at this point? She's the only one who seems to think I did it. So, if we were to just, theoretically, get rid of her as well... Yes, is this your porthole down here? Over to the edge, Clarissa. How about you just come over to the edge? So she leans out to sea. Okay, I see Anders at the wheel. And... okay. Yes, you could just join him. That way. Oh, Wait, why would she do that? Oh, because she's taking pills. Right, yes, in the Wait, what year is it? Okay, that's fine. We can just hand wave everything because she was clearly just taking mad brain pills. So, okay, okay, great. Off she goes. And I grab her by the waist. Off she pops. She's thin as a child. No, wait. Off you go. I'll push this silly girl overboard. Okay. Now, the only loose end at this point is, yes, Carstairs. But the thief thing... Wait, did I keep her skull? No, that's just the murders I've done. That's fine. Okay, I didn't keep her skull because that would be incriminating. Maybe wipe my hands. Nice and quick. Probably don't want to be here at this point. Probably want to, like, go. I shall indeed eat some biscuits. Hooray. And I shall have a cheese scone as well. Lovely. And I think it's time. Good. I've had some biscuits and cheese in preparation for the big moment. Something unusual has occurred. And Malcolm isn't with you. No. He went missing. And he has been since last night. That's fine. That should be legit. You know, if Malcolm went over last night, then I saw it happen, more or less. He was enjoying himself with a woman, though I didn't see who. Okay, it could well have been Miss Turpentine, unless it was you, Veronica. And, okay, I didn't go near the upper deck. We took a stroll. It must have been Clarissa. She's not here to defend herself right now, so... Okay, in theory, Carstairs could jump up and say, but the earring, but I told him there was a thief about. And I can prove that by proving the thief was, in fact, Clarissa. So it must have been Clarissa taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. I'm sorry, I found your earring there just this morning. It was your earring. It was my earring, yes, but as we established, thief. How do you explain it? And someone stole it from me. Yes, someone stole it from me, which I already said. Okay, put it there to make me look guilty. It's possible, hardly the simplest explanation, wouldn't you agree? There's a rather obvious conclusion. Wait, there's more! I went below, there was a splash. Okay, say nothing, just let her speak. I thought it was something falling off the boat until all of this. And one more thing, when I went to find Miss Turpentine, I found these in her cabin. Yes, there we go. Sleeping tablets, extremely strong. Usually prescribed for neurotics. Poor girl, she never seemed quite right, and she's not here to defend herself. 2 missing people. Okay, evidence is all circumstantial. Nothing to justify a firing squad, as my old field marshal used to say. Maybe Veronica was up on deck and lied about it. No, I am innocent. I am completely 100% innocent. Didn't do anything. What happened? So, I think Clarissa killed him, and then, yes, she killed him, and then took her own life out of guilt and shame this morning, having stolen my earring. Because anytime my commander boyfriend wants to show up and say, oh yeah, she was the thief, here's the other earring, that'd be great, but whatever. So, I think Clarissa killed him. Because, yes, she's just bananas. She's a bananas woman. She loved him, and she couldn't have him. Then she threw herself overboard. Poppycock, I must advise the captain that Malcolm committed suicide. I'm forced to say the same for Miss Turpentine. I feel like that theory's worse than mine, but whatever. And aren't you forgetting something? Uh-oh, not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong? Okay, so the commander saw nothing. Yeah, stay silent. That's right, Commander. You were up on the bridge with binoculars. You must have seen what happened. Commander, well, Major, I'd been intending to discuss the matter discreetly with the captain himself, but since you forced me into speaking publicly... Ooh. Maybe I just shouldn't say anything right now, to be honest. I feel like we're, 90% of the way towards getting away with this. So, surely it was very dark. And the moon was quite bright, and I saw Veronica on deck. I saw something fall off the ship. I knew it. I have a nose for these things. And Anders. How flipping could you? Anders, we basically got away with that. You could have just said, I was like, I stepped away to have a wee for a couple of minutes. It's fine. I just, oh, bloody hell. Anders, how could you? The coincidences, they are too much. I have no choice but to treat this as... Darn it! Okay, let's do this, but let's keep it really simple. Alright, do not come in. Immediately leave. Alright, get moving. I want to get that earring before anybody else sees it, if at all possible. There it is. Okay, I have now got a pair of earrings. There is nothing to actually tie me to the deck. Marvellous. This is great news. Now, get back down to my cabin. It still needs to be, made looking not suspicious. Next up, head up to the captain, give him a little bit of a wibbly wibbit just to get him in a good mood, and, yes, get the passkey off him. Ooh, I guess I'm a bit earlier. Yes, on this occasion, at about 11:30, he could come and see me in the cabin, because, oh, okay, I've got a little rendezvous to set up here. Marvellous. Here we go, wait till 11:30 in my room, the captain or commander shows up, and here we go, marvellous. This is just gonna be lovely. Now, hopefully, this means he's more likely to not screw me over at the end. Oh, okay, but halfway through, the maid has come in and, oh dear, I may have just created a slight scandal. She's very discreet. She better be, because this is not going to look good at the whodunit meeting at the end. Okay, captain more thoroughly on side. Evidence of me being on deck removed. Now, time to do precisely what we just did, except this time we don't need to bother leaving an earring, because the earring is no longer incriminating. Just dump the pills, maybe get rid of her. That should be nice and easy, assuming the upper deck is clear. Though there's also in this room, yes, poetry she wrote to my husband. So let's take some of that as proof that, oh, hang on, was that a love poem to my husband? Possibly, or maybe to, well, actually, it does say, sailor, which my husband wasn't. She better not have been doing it with my commander boyfriend. Oh, though I do now have the love poems, which I could show to her, because yes, there's a reverse to the beginning of the scene button. So I may as well see where this goes. And, oh my god, where did you get this? And he gave it to me. Oh. Oh. If I could maybe persuade her that what's actually going on here is my husband was just toying with her and laughing at her and her dumb poetry behind her back, maybe I don't even need to push her. We laughed about it together. No, you demon, He's my husband. You never stood a chance against me. He showed me pages and pages. You never stood a chance. And boom! Excellent. No more Clarissa. I didn't even push her, and I didn't do it. So, down you go, out of the way. Okay, back to the restaurant. Time for some cheese and biscuits. So yes, he's missing since last night. That's fine and legit. No one should be able to contradict that. So, yes, we've lost Clarissa as well. So, you don't think she vanished as well? I fear the worst. And if Malcolm went over last night, then I saw it happen, more or less. Yes, he was enjoying himself with a woman. I didn't see who. Could have been Miss Turpentine. Yes, it must have been Clarissa, because this time, nobody is ready to contradict my story. Not Carstairs, not the captain. So yes, it must have been Clarissa taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. Think hard now, was it Miss Turpentine you saw on the deck last night? It could well have been Clarissa that I saw. This is terribly ghoulish, and I heard him go overboard. Good. This is marvellous right there. She wrote him poems, terrible poems, but if I reveal I have the poems, someone might ask where did the poems come from. At that point, that might raise more questions than it answers. So, let's try it. I might be about to screw myself over here. She wrote him terrible poems. Here I have one. Oh yes, oh no, that is truly terrible. And when I went to find Miss Turpentine, there are the pills. Good. Poor girl never seemed quite right. Good. The evidence we have is circumstantial. It does not lie, only people lie. But don't confess. What's the truth, Major? It would seem the events were as follows. An affair began somewhere in the Atlantic. but as the coastline appeared, reality dawned. Malcolm and Clarissa met last night on the upper deck. They discussed their future. Clarissa's not happy with what Malcolm proposed, and we can only assume that tipped her over the edge. There we flipping go. Dear oh dear. Don't, flesh this out, just say it and then keep it going. In a fit of jealousy, Clarissa hurled him overboard. In the morning, she was in floods of tears. Overcome with remorse, she joined him overboard soon after breakfast. That's awful. Dear oh dear. I always knew she was trouble. She had that wild look in her eyes. That is so true, Veronica. Would you walk me to my cabin? Dear oh dear, this is going to be the third time me and him have done something today. Blimey. Veronica's got some stamina on her. Okay, this is all just marvellous. And I'm so glad this is all over. I'm looking forward to my new life in America. And there we go. I've made it to the bar. Do I get to hang out with my commander? Oh, I escaped and I got a nice commander on my arm as well. Marvellous. Oh, but hang on. Hang on. Veronica, I saw what you did, and that money you'll be getting... Oh, read on. You're going to be sending some of that money my way. Give lovely Mr. Anders my very best. Toodles. Oh dear. Okay, who is inside Mr. Carstairs' room? Who is the blackmailer? Could be the same people, to be honest. What's the deal with the Major? Can we use that book for anything? Yeah. Plenty of different endings here. So, if you'd like to see them, ladies and gentlemen, link in the description below to this, because, yes, this is like, a really fun, interesting game where you can just knock through a playthrough in like 20 minutes, if you want to, and there's all sorts of moving parts. Who is where? When? How do they interact? What do certain things open up with other people? What complications emerge? This is good stuff. So, might have this as an option for a live stream to dig a little deeper, see just how deep the rabbit hole goes, and see if eventually we could even nail the perfect flipping crime. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Overboard. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Were we doing virtual reality, or was that just like a metaphor for lesbian sex? And then he smacked me lightly across the face with the money! What? Where is this going? What's happening? We're going to buy a whole new bin, and we're going to write Brendan on it, and we're going to put him in it and toss it off the pier.